I'm reporting in from Detroit, Michigan in the morning of October 18th, 2008. And my local expert, Bob Goldsmith from Detroit Tour Connections, is taking me around on a great architecture tour. And we're right now in the Civic Center area, is that correct?
Right near the riverfront.
Okay, and what are we looking at here?
The big circle, and then if you see some of the low-lying sculptures, those are part of the labor monument. It actually has a name called Transcending, but because it was paid for by the labor unions and has a message about workers' rights and human rights, a lot of people call it the Labor Monument or the Labor Legacy Monument.
Why don't we walk up to it and maybe you can show me some of the details actually. Do you know like what year roughly this statue or this sculpture was created?
Oh yeah, just really about 5 years ago.
Oh yeah?
Just
recently.
After Detroit's tricentennial. There are two artists, the one who did the big metallic circle, which really doesn't close up at the top because organized labor's work is never done. But they've got wiring that goes up it and it connects by a beam of light at nighttime.
Wow, interesting.
And then the other artist did these bronze reliefs, and it's also a cool process how he made them.
Oh, very interesting details.
They're all pretty unique.
Yeah, let me show you here without casting a shadow on the sculpture. You can see there's all sorts of details embedded in here. Hands, these are obviously real hands, I would think.
Oh yeah.
There's a mouse, a cell phone. The style has changed as you can tell. What else do we see here? Chains.
And then this one here also shows chains that are being broken.
Chains that are being broken, yeah.
There's a couple more that are worth seeing too.
Let's have a look. This is what, a globe here?
Yeah, and then sort of peace and justice all over the world.
Okay.
Lady Justice and the olive branch and dove. So that's one where I can actually get the symbolism pretty well.
Right, exactly. And this is the globe here, as we can see. Let's see what we got here. These must be workers, I guess, or...
Police and firemen.
Police and firemen, yes.
And then looks like
what's down here?
Down below.
Teachers, okay.
And doctors as well.
And then on this one here we have a theme of transportation. Airlines. This must be a pilot maybe? I guess?
I'm not sure.
Who knows?
And the train.
The train, yeah. What else do we have here? Boat transportation?
There's another one that's about a visit to Detroit by Martin Luther King in 1963, and he actually gave his I Have a Dream speech here in Detroit after a march down Woodward Avenue with 100,000 people, and then he kept giving the I Have a Dream speech all summer until he gave the most famous rendition of it at the I guess Mall of America in Washington, D.C.
Let me get my shadow out of the way.
Me too.
You can see here, end racism, freedom, Martin Luther King, I Have a Dream, June 23rd, 1963. Detroit March for Freedom near this site. Very, very important. Now here is a little note to collective bargaining, obviously an important process in the labor movement.
And there was another portion of this monument which has quotes that are by some famous people that again have to do with workers' rights, civil rights, human rights. Back in the center it says Voices of Labor.
Voices of Labor.
And we've got quotes by people such as Nelson Mandela, nearby Abraham Lincoln, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King.
Right here.
So people who drive by on the street just see the big metallic circle. But people who come here on foot can really check out all of the bronze reliefs and all of the quotes.
Yeah, different quotes. Each for his own is the boss's plea, a union of all will make you free. 1869 Detroit Labor Day Parade sign. Very interesting. This monument is a study in itself. And I have to show you the actual structure of this sculpture here. This is almost like polished, what, aluminum or something?
Stainless steel?
Or stainless steel. Yeah, it's very interesting. The detail on it is very interesting, and certainly the shape of it is very, very stunning with the gap in the middle. Wonderful. And we're going to make our way now over in this direction, heading towards Campus Martius. here in the distance, you can actually see the fist of Joe Louis, right?
Right, that's a sculpture that was given to the city by Sports Illustrated magazine.
Oh yeah.
And Joe Louis was a heavyweight champ of, you know, for a long time back in the 30s, I believe. And it's interesting because it doesn't show the boxing glove.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell that it's Joe Louis,
Exactly.
but most people here in Detroit know that that's the Joe Louis fist.
Great, so that's the direction we're going to head at now. Thank you, Bob.
Oh, you're welcome, Suzanne.